The road to Super Bowl 59 continues with episode number 3 with a title that I think you guys may don't like it or you do like it. It's called Why New Orleans. Make sure if you have not checked my last 2 episodes, go ahead and check them out. This is a fun series, of course, that it talks about the road to Super Bowl 59. We're going to be talking about, of course, the city of New Orleans, the Vince Lombardi Trophy, and we're going to be talking about some fun things like Super Bowl commercials and why the Super Bowl is the biggest game of all, in not only of all American sports, but all time. But for today, it is the road to Super Bowl 59, episode 3, Why New Orleans? So New Orleans will be hosting the Super Bowl for the 11th time, of course. Caesars Superdome will be hosting their 8th Super Bowl. The other 3 came from the Tulane Stadium earlier in 1970, 72, and 75. The first Super Bowl in New Orleans came in January 11th, 1970, when the Chiefs won their first Super Bowl against the Vikings 23-7. On January 16, 1972, the Cowboys dominated the Miami Dolphins 24-3. January 12, 1975, Steelers' Franco Harrison was MVP in that game, beating Minnesota 16-6. But then we get to the Superdome on January 15, 1978, where the Cowboys, America's team, get a huge win against the Broncos 27-10. January 25th, 1981, Oakland takes down the Philadelphia Eagles 27-10. On January 26th, 1986, the Bears, and if you know the Bears, the 1986 Chicago Bears, one of the best teams in NFL history, and maybe in Bears history, winning at 46-10 over the Patriots. And then January 28, 1990, 49ers had a lot of record history, all right? They scored 55 points, the most points in a Super Bowl era history. They won by 45 points, most scored to be win in NFL history, and 8 total touchdowns. For the 49ers, they beat them 55-10 over the Broncos. On January 26, 1997, the Packers get another Lombardi in the bag as they beat the Patriots 21-35. Desmond Howard's 99 return touchdown against them, and he won MVP on that year. And then this is where it all begun. On February 3rd, 2002, the Patriots and the dynasty was born. Patriots won 20-17 over the St. Louis Rams. Adam Vinatieri's 48-yard game-winning field goal started the dynasty, and Tom Brady was MVP in this game. But my favorite game is this one. February 3rd, okay? 2013, John Harbaugh versus Jim Harbaugh. Ravens won it 34-31 over the 49ers, and it was the blackout game, and the Super Bowl only lasted for 2 hours. The longest showing in TV history, and maybe in Super Bowl history. The best food in New Orleans, if you're thinking, oh, there's some good, delicious food there, I'm only going to bring you top 5. One, I'm going to describe it. Number 1 is the food called gumbo. This dish features a delightful soup with a quote, holy trinity of cello cooking, bell peppers, clary, and onions alongside of rich meat or shellfish stock, and a blend of spices including paprika, thyme, and cayenne pepper. The others are number 2, po' boys. Number 3, banana frosters. Number 4, boiled crayfish. And number 5, oysters. And if you want to check those out, I'll probably share you the link to what I might talk the food. The sites in New Orleans, one of the most famous sites in New Orleans is the French Quarter. And why is this so popular? Because it is a historical neighborhood with a rich history, unique artifact, and vibrant nightlife. And it's also, quote, the crown jewel of New Orleans. And they know they do the festivals there in New Orleans. There's a lot of fun stuff there. The others are Jackson Square, which is also part of French Quarter there, and then Garden District. Celebrities in New Orleans, Lil Wayne, of course, you know him, Lil Wayne, rapper, of course. Reese Witherspoon, Harry Kendricks Jr., Birdman, Frank Ocean, and Sidney Beckham. But here is one of the questions. Why New Orleans? Well, New Orleans will be hosting their 11th Super Bowl. That is most by any other site in Super Bowl history. Now, you can include Miami, of course. They also hosted 11 Super Bowls. But New Orleans is a special place to go. And it's also known for its music, food, festivals, and artifacts. And let me tell you, for music, their favorite music is jazz. Some legendary jazz musicers, of course, are Petey Fountain, Buddy Bolden, and the one and only, what a wonderful world, Louis Armstrong, one of the famous jazz artists in the history of jazz. Yes, Louis Armstrong was one of the most famous artists to play this song. One of the best songs is "What a Wonderful World." And everyone, once they heard this song, everyone felt the close their eyes moment, and you can see the world, a wonderful world. Shout out to him, to Louis Armstrong. But this is why New Orleans is meant to host Super Bowl 59. Not just, oh, it's the biggest game of the year. Oh, this city has something special. Again, this city's special. It's known for music. I just mentioned it. Music, food, festivals. Even one of the historical neighborhoods over there, like French Quarters, of course, the parade. You know, one of those moments, the 2005 Hurricane Katrina, when it destroyed almost half of the city of New Orleans, and then returned to the game. And remember, after that year, their first home game since that hurricane accident, it was the Falcons Saints game, and one of them blocked a punt, and an honorable moment for the Saints organization to win it in front of the Saints fans who've been dealing with Hurricane Katrina. That is why New Orleans is meant to host Super Bowl 59. Again, if you have not seen my other 2 episodes of The Road to Super Bowl 59, go ahead and check them out. Again, hit those like buttons. Subscribe to my channel. Hit that notification bell. And hit the comments below. What do you know about New Orleans? So I can remember, as I hope it's a wonderful time to do these episodes. Our next episode will be the Vince Lombardi Trophy. We're going to be talking about how did he get his name, Vince Lombardi Trophy, and why it's the most prestigious prize in sports history. Again, we'll see you guys in episode 4. Bye-bye.